love that there. Happy Valentine's Day to you here on Out of the Gate. Welcome to a Monday morning of live racing as we get into another week of live racing right here at Parks Racing. Track announcer Chris Griffin here on Out of the Gate. Thanks again to the connections and the horses, of course, for letting us give them some kisses right there on the faces of during Valentine's Day. What better Valentine than these great thoroughbreds we have right here at Parks. We got a great show lined up for you. We got more Kiss Cam coming up later on. Big shout out Pinnell Productions on the music there. Nicely done. And let's take a look at race number 1 as we get into handicapping this card. Main track is going to be rated as good, so let's handicap a few of these races, and then later on we got that interview with jockey Silvestre Gonzalez. Race number 1 is 6 furlongs, maiden $10,000 race in here. Taking a look at the 3. Preying on Currency. You know, as I go through this field, I just need a horse that's going to show some speed, horse that does ship in from South Florida, from Gulfstream Park. With this move, 20%, first time with the trainer, Felix Flores-Coba. You do get the weight break here with the Duviel Ignacio. We'll see if this horse gets to the front end, can take him a long, long way. There is one scratch of the 7 in here, so a pretty big scratch in there. I go 3, 5, 6 in the opener. Kicks off that early pick 4. Race number 2, 5.5 furlongs, a $5,000 claiming race in there, and you take a look at this field. It's tough. Amblin Man, if Amblin Man gets to the front, and I'm going to talk about this during the live show as well, during the paddock previews, if the 5 gets to the lead, this horse should be long gone. I mean, this horse can show 22 type speed. Yes, a 10-year-old, hard-knocking veteran type. Ino Oviedo, Kimberly Gracie, they team up in here, 35% for the barn. First off the claim. I think if Amblin Man in a race that just does not have a lot of speed gets to the front end, could really take him a long way in here. So Amblin Man, we'll see if we catch a little bit of a price there at 9-2. In today's second race. We got more coming up on today's show, but don't forget, we want to give you a quick shout out. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button last week as we launched the YouTube channel right here at Parks Racing. To hear about more, let's get that commercial rolling and hit that subscribe on YouTube. Tell your friends and family to hit that subscribe. Let's get those subscribers all the way up to what? Thousands and thousands of our followers right here at Parks Racing. Thank you as always. Race number 4, Conquistador towards the outside. This horse has early speed, needed that race last time out. I'm going to go 7-8-6 in today's 4th as we get into some of our middle sequences. That'll be part of a pick 4 sequence as we've got those 4 pick 4s always right here at Parks Racing on these Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. But Conquistador, Silvera, Lulander Jr., they're going to team up here second off the layoff. Let's take a look at this horse's last run, and you take a look at this horse leaving from the gate, is in the 3 hole that day, shows early speed, is going to go a 46 3 half-mile time, works to the front, runs a 22-1. This is a quick time for a horse that hadn't run since April. This is a comeback race, was at 12.5 before the layoff, needed some time off, came back at 5,000, shows the speed. You go from Barrios, who was aboard that afternoon. Now Silvera will take over for a barn that he rides quite a few winners from, and he's going to ride a lot of those winners this season. So Conquistador with early speed, second off the layoff, I think is going to prove very tough in race number 4. Might be a short price. We'll keep an eye on the board, but the 7 is the top pick in race number 4. I told you we got more Kiss Cam. It's a day for love. It's Valentine's Day. Let's see some more of our connections and these great horses here. It's Kiss Cam time on Valentine's Day at Parks. Poor Butterball. Poor Butterball to have to kiss this track announcer. Thank you, Butterball. Thank you to Danny Velasquez and his entire team for letting Butterball hang out with me, who looked thrilled to be kissed by the track announcer here on Valentine's Day. We got race number 5. I'm going to go 1-5-4 in there. You take a look at Frieder Fanatic down towards the inside. Frankie Pennington, Lou Linder Jr., familiar theme here. Linder's had a really nice start to the meet. I think at 6 furlongs, a maiden $40,000 race. The rail draw concerns me a little bit. Does get first-time Lasix, but with the rail draw, I think can show some early speed and take him a bit farther. Faced Misty Mauve last time out too, so the 1 is going to be the top choice in here. Does have that rail draw. A little concerned about that, but Free to Fanatic will be the top selection. Again, that main track will be rated as good, as we've still got some time before race number 1. Race number 6. It's going to be a nice start to the sequence there. 1 mile maiden special weight for the state breds, but this is the start of the Philly Big 5. Let's talk about this carryover jackpot. $276,913.68. 50-cent minimum, 15% takeout, jackpot wager. You got to be a single ticket winner to take down this entire jackpot. And we're talking about over $250,000 now on a Monday afternoon. So this is not a bad way to celebrate your Valentine's. Can you imagine hitting a jackpot wager on Valentine's Day? I mean, that dinner will be incredible. But good luck there in the Philly Big 5. It'll start in race 6. It's a tough sequence. Couple scratches, and we'll talk about that when we get to the live show and scratches and changes. But race number 6 at a mile, let's try and start things off with the winner. I think if Corky's Cause improves just a touch, the number 4, this horse is right there. A 3-year-old by Creative Cause, Pennsylvania bred, Jim Lawrence, Victor Carrasco in the ride. Fourth beaten 3 3/4. This horse had finished with the same number as some horses that have had that 2nd, 3rd, 4th lifetime start. So I think mild improvement in here. Being by Creative Cause, this horse should really like the stretch out and distance from 6 furlongs. They went 21-4 in that debut run. Loose Ends comes out of that race. I like a horse that beat Loose Ends prior to that start. Corky's Cause top pick, 5-1, I think presents a lot of value there to kick off your Philly Big 5. Good luck in that wager. It's a jackpot bet. We got a chance to check in with one of the top jockeys here on the circuit. Silvestre Gonzalez has had a really nice start to the meet. He continues to ride very well on the turf. Don't have turf racing right now, but when we get into the turf season, he's going to be doing some big things here at Parks. We spent some time with him and caught up with jockey Silvestre Gonzalez right here at Parks Racing. Sylvester Gonzalez currently sits near the top of the jockey standings in 2022. His story began as a teenager when he first took interest in horse racing.
I'm first generation in the horse racing business, so I really didn't get into horses until I was graduating high school. Basically, I didn't know what I wanted to do after high school, and I had a friend who her dad was galloping horses, and he said, you know, you might be a jockey one day. He said, you got the size, maybe you should learn to ride horses. I was always athletic, track, you know, I loved to play soccer when I was a kid, so, you know, I was always active, and I always liked to work, you know, be active, be outside. I was always outdoors.
To become a top jockey, Gonzalez would learn everything he could about every horse he got on.
Well, I was learning everything. I mean, everything was new to me as far as learning how to tack up a horse, how to walk a horse, you know, where to put my hands, how to put my hands on the reins, where my feet go. I mean, it was all new. I mean, I started from ground, and I also had a groom. So I had to learn to groom, and then I would get on the horse. So I'd groom the horse, do the stall, muck the stall, ride one, give him a bath, put him on the walker, and then on to the next one. You can't stop learning in this game. You know, I've learned so much as far as how to ride a little bit. You know, when I first started, I'll be honest, I looked terrible on a horse. But, you know, I like to kind of polish up a little bit my game and like to look a lot cleaner. And I think we're doing that.
In 2012, Gonzalez began his career and has been on the East Coast ever since.
Well, my first racetrack was Monmouth in 2012. And, you know, that was my first racetrack. I had 2 years underneath me of learning to gallop in Ocala with the babies. So that's really where I'm from. I was raised in Florida, and I learned with the babies in Florida, and just kind of made my way up to the East Coast. And like I said, I went to Monmouth, and then in 2014, I went to Saratoga, and I worked for Christophe Clement. And you know, I just got a love of the track, you know, and I just wanted to keep learning, keep progressing, and, you know, one day, you know, I said I wanted to be a jockey, so I just kind of kept that mentality of, you know, being a jockey.
Sylvester Gonzalez told us about his first career win and what that felt like.
I was actually here for Juan Vasquez. His name was Cold Black. It was a very emotional feeling. I mean, you can't express how emotional it is. It's just a lot of emotions run through your head. You know, all the hard work, you know, crossing the wire first, you know, getting to the winner's circle, the picture, you know, the owners, the trainers, very happy. So it was very emotional, and I was very happy.
On a race day, Gonzalez communicates with each trainer.
as they prepare for each race.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely, you always have, different communication, the way of communicating with different trainers. For example, me and Bobby, we're straightforward. We pretty much got the same game plan, and other times, when we're riding for new trainers, I like to listen and see what they want to do. And then, as far as when the gates open, you kind of got to make your own judgment there. But, we try to have a game plan before we go out to the track.
What is the dream for jockey Sylvestre Gonzalez?
I mean, we all want to win the big ones. We all want to go to Kentucky, and we all want to, go to New York and win big races. But, I'm happy winning races for everybody, and as long as we can ride for everybody and keep everybody happy, that's a good feeling for me.
Race number 8, going to take a look at Sharp Red Eagle in here. I really liked this horse last time. I like this horse right back. Let's take a look at this winning effort. This horse is in hand going into the far turn. This horse is on cruise control in the front end. When you take a look at Sharp Red Eagle in here off of this effort, this was a second lifetime start, is going to end up winning this race by a nose. As I pointed out, Loose Ends came back to win this effort. I like a horse that finished behind Loose Ends in that last race. Sharp Red Eagle, I think that this is a horse that does have some talent and ability here, and I think with some improvement for Fennica Bentley, you're going to continue to see some real nice things here from the Pennsylvania bred by Uncle Lino. I've been very impressed by the Uncle Linos. I think that they're runners. I think that they're very, they just got good scope to them. They just run really well. So Sharp Red Eagle going to hold off Loose Ends. Loose Ends comes out of this effort, comes back and wins. Sharp Red Eagle even showing you some heart in this effort. Yes, the horse is going to be 7-2 on the morning line. We'll see where the price ends up. Edwin Rivera aboard in that 8th race. Wait a minute. It's Valentine's Day. We got more Kiss Cam. Let's take a look at some more Kiss Cam here at Parks Racing. Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully you're enjoying it with your loved ones out there. Race number 9, 6 furlongs, $10,000 claiming race in here. Going to go 9, 8, 11. When you take a look at Deckology, first off the claim here, Freddie Velasquez. This horse has been popular at the claim box. Yes, this horse has done some running on turf, but this horse has really shown the ability to win on the dirt. Has run well over a wet track. Not a wet track here. Track is rated as good, but I think Deckology's got a shot to get the victory in here. We got one more thing to show you. Performance of the week. We got to see who it was. Owen's Pleasure from the Jamie Ness Barn. Congratulations to Owen's Pleasure, Jamie Ness, Performance of the Week, a runaway victory in there. We're going to see who wins it this week right here at Parks Racing. Have a happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget, you can catch this show and all of our great new content on YouTube. Follow us at Parks Racing on Twitter. Hit that subscribe button, Parks Racing on YouTube, and we'll see you next week for another show right here at Parks Racing on Out of the Gate. Good luck.